love something, let it go. If you love something, let it go. If you love something, let it go. It's hard to do and it hurts to say, but if you love something, let it go. Tomorrow comes, it's another day. So if you love something, let it go. No, 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 I don't mind you asking why I let it go. It's just way too much for my heartbeat, so I'm laying low. Yes, I could rethink what I'm thinking if I had control, but I don't, so don't you be asking why I love you so. Your love ain't free, it's killing me. I want it to end, oh, 'cause I've been trying, I've been waiting for so long. I'm waiting, 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 waiting. Waiting, 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 waiting. It's hard to do and it hurts to say, but if you love something, let it go. Tomorrow comes, it's another day. So if you love something, let it go. If you love something, let it go. If you love something, let it go. It's hard to do and it hurts to say, but if you love something, let it go. Tomorrow comes, it's another day. So if you love something, let it go. I try to fix it. I try to picture someone else but you. But then you kissed me, and now there's nothing else I wanna do. For the record, I never thought it would be you and me. You said tomorrow, let's see what happens, but it's plain to see. And tonight we're like fire and ice. I'm burning all over. I'ma be the best damn lover you got. I wanna mess up your covers. I don't wanna meet your mother. Never ever ask me how I've been. Remember why you have my number. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. I ain't got no time for romance, but baby I don't want to lead you on. Not looking for something steady, not ready for that. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. Make a move. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. Every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love. With every move that I'm making, every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love. With every move that I'm making, I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. Make a move. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling.
Standing by the edge, not looking out, 'cause I wanted to know. Waiting for you to stand right. I don't need a reason to show. I know it's all about you and I, and the things we know. We will keep on falling down, but I won't let go.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to EMUC, the European Masters Ultimate Championships 2023. And we have our first final of the weekend under the floodlights here in Bologna. It is the Great Grandmasters Open Final. The division so long it doesn't even fit in the box. And it's France, the #1 seeds, undefeated, taking on the Italians. Benjamin Rees, joined by the one and only Giovanni Choppo Santucci. Choppo, I'm sure that you're going to be as unbiased as always in this one.
Obviously, ciao a tutti, buonasera. We're here. Obviously, I'm going to be as fair as possible, meaning that I will not be as fair as possible. Everything will go into the Italian way, I hope. But let's see. These guys are both great teams, and it should be a fight.
Yeah,
for the gold.
100%. The way the Great Grandmasters format worked is there was only 3 teams, these two and Germany. They played a little round robin. France won both of those games. They beat Germany 15-11 and a universe point win over the Italians to get the free pass to the final. It was 15-10 for Italy over the Germans first time round, and then of course they had that universe point loss, so they had to play the Germans again for the right to make the final, and they saw another 15-10 victory there. And if that first encounter is anything to go by, this is going to go all the way.
Yeah, Benji, we're gonna see two teams facing each other with a lot of not really hunger, but they are hungry for this goal. They want to see the trainings and the effort to make this weekend worth it with a final win, obviously, in this starry night.
Yeah, it's a wonderful evening here in Bologna. The temperature's ticked down a couple of degrees. The floodlights are on, and I cannot wait to get started. Italy in the all azzurri versus the blanc and blue of the French side, and it looks like the French are going to begin on defense, I think, because they were signaling for the pitch disc.
Yes.
It's going to be delivered
They're gonna pull
into
it.
Goliath. I just love it when you get to finals time, especially under the lights. Everything ticks up a couple of notches. The other games are done here at this field site. And we are underway in the Great Grandmasters Open final as the pool lands out of bounds. And Italy will begin the game by bringing the disc to the brick mark.
Yeah, Zoffi here, bringing a disc to the brick mark. Zoffi's been a great, big part of the coaching staff of the junior teams for the Italy Federation in the last years. And we see now another important man of the federation.
Yeah, just Andrea Odi Furlan there, the president of the EUF, suiting up for his home nation as that one down the line on the run, just shy of the end zone. Now trying to force it in, and Odi makes a brilliant catch, reaching out with the left hand to snag that one from Zoffoli, and it's a clean hold to start things for the Italians.
Yeah, it was a two-man point almost, because Zoffoli took the disc, and then Odi, and then Zoffoli again, and then Odi for the one-hand snatch on a disc that was quite difficult to reach because there was the defender in the between. It was a bit on the back, so Odi had to reach it with a lefty, and everything was sorted out pretty well. 1-0 for Italy. What a start.
There you see it, just a little quickly with the left hand on the throw, and indeed the reception from Furlan. Italy quickly on the board. How will the French respond is the question. If we have a look back at that game, we didn't stream it, but thanks to the wonderful volunteers here in Bologna, they do keep the game script, and France were a little bit in front for most of the game. Just after half, they went on a huge run to get to 11-6 up, and then pulled back to 10-11 by the Italians, went 14-11 in front, and the Italians brought it all the way back to Universe before the French were finally able to hold firm for the victory. If this game is anything like that, we are in for a cracker.
Yeah, we always say hi also to our followers on YouTube. They can chat with us, make us questions, ask us something during the game that you want to know, and we're going to entertain you for the next hour and a half.
The French, at the moment, determined to play things slowly from the back.
Yeah, there's a bit of a zone for Italy, two-man cup. Very wide cup.
Evidently, of course, the two teams will have taken something from that game they played earlier in the tournament, as that one goes way out of the sideline. Simone Vogel is going to want that one back.
Yeah, you know, when you swing it around too much, maybe one swing too many, and you just find yourself out of bounds.
On the sideline, instant shot to the end zone for the score for the Italians. One pass ultimate when it works. It's the easiest way to score, the quick pickup. I don't know if there was a little bit of a mistake there in the force. The Italians will not care one single iota, and that is a break the game's very first. Have a look at it now on the replay. Yeah, maybe a miscommunication on the force.
Yeah, it just got him sleeping.
Yeah, no, Ryan forcing them towards the sideline, and that is an easy catch for Nicola Boy.
Oh yeah, Boy asked us to say pretty fairly well his name, so it's B-O-I, Boy.
Boy.
We just say his name, yeah, like you asked.
Yeah, Boy.
Yeah, boy.
Let's go. Italy up 2-0, so a very different game in prospect to the last one, with the Italians taking themselves out to an early lead here with that break.
Yeah, but as we saw during these 2 days of tournament, we can say that in the Master Division, 2 points is not too much of a break in between of a gap in between teams. So you never know. 2 points is not enough to win a great Grandmaster game.
No, everyone has been in this situation more than enough times over the years. The interesting thing as well is you've heard the phrase that it's tough to beat the same team twice,
yeah,
because often you learn more from your defeats than you do in victories. What adjustments will both sides have made from that first encounter as the French piece their way past the front line of that Italian zone. Chevalier running the 1-2, maybe get a little bit of a bump on the mark, but resets his feet. Now the little pop up line into the end zone for the score.
There's a travel call by Bernier.
And that is the first French point of the game, or it would have been, were it not for a travel call, as you correctly said.
Yeah. It was a travel call on the give and go by Bernier, and let's see if it actually changed direction on the catch. Here there was a bit of a travel too.
Maybe taking a slight liberty with the number of steps, but it's great Grandmaster's. Got to give him a little bit of leeway, right?
No.
Maybe not in a final.
No, not in the final, obviously, but the disc is back. And let's see if they'll open the line or go with another up line.
Yeah, Yann Cotil. It's going to take the dish off. Oh, it wasn't there, but a contact from Chevalier.
Yeah, there's an uncontested foul.
So the foul call quickly accepted under contact from Diego Stellino. Chevalier has it once more. He's going to try and get it off that trap sideline, swinging across the pitch.
Yeah, France is really steady with this disc now. They don't want to miss another opportunity to score.
Yeah, really trying to treasure possession. Or maybe not, as they're going for the expansive break around in and off the four fingers of Cotil. I think there was also backup there for the French, who maybe was the intended target. Either way, I'm not sure the Italians will care.
Oh,
looking for the quick pickup and pivoted, but there was not the connection, so they will have to take it from within their own end zone. They've cleared that huge underneath space, but there's no one attacking it just yet. Still count got to be rising. Can they get the break off? They can, towards the far sideline. Popped into the center for Bernier.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Sees the space of Farlan.
Nice white flick in the open side.
And then quick hands from Bernier. Has a shake of the head, doesn't like it, goes for the blade anyway. Farlan gets it in tight coverage and now puts a bit of air underneath it towards the far sideline. He's looking for Gatti and the cat brings it in. Now Stellino. Wants to create a little bit of separation on the mark, does Stellini. And I think Chevalier is saying, look, I might be in an illegal position, but you still can't push off me like that. A rather frustrated slap of hands, but I think that's going to be a violation because everybody stopped.
Yeah, I think Chevalier was telling him that it's a couple of times that there's this kind of looking for the contact movement. But I think that most of the time it's just a missing of balance on the pivot.
Back to Stellini in the backfield.
A lack of balance.
And Stellino goes downfield.
Tight spot now. They got a reset.
Aragon. Oh, the hammer comes out from Bernier into coverage. Oh, and it wouldn't quite stick for Tommaso Pidini.
Oh my goodness.
It's fraught with tension out there from both sides and everybody watching, which is a sizable contingent, as you might expect, of course, with the home nation in action in this final.
Yeah, obviously the sidelines are full of fans. We got a WhatsApp group going on.
As the shot down the sideline. Oh, what a pass that is from Charles. And Gouache finally gets the French on the board, running it into the end zone to make it 2-1.
Yeah, I would have called travel on this huck more than the other put-in pass and right at about at the end zone, but this is the hammer. Look, it almost had it. It didn't expect the defender to miss the catch or the touch, and here we can see maybe too many steps here. No, it's a fair pivot, I think. It wasn't dragged.
Either way, the Italians, I should say, didn't call it on him. I'm not entirely convinced that Gouache was off the ground by the time he caught it, but again, what we think doesn't matter. It's all about the players on the field being happy with it, and I think they seemed happy enough to signal the score, and we are back in play as you see there Bernier engaged in discussion with Chevalier on the sideline.
Yeah, they were involved in the travel call right at the top left corner of the end zone in your screen, so they are just clarifying. Chevalier didn't seem too happy at the last point, so I guess you need a bit of communication to get himself a bit of at ease.
That's the thing. Generally, especially early in games, you do get that both metaphorical and literal feeling out process where you work out how much contact are we happy with, where are the boundaries, and having those discussions on the sideline is eminently sensible.
Yeah, obviously talking about it in the sideline rather than after the calls, it's way more important and effective.
As that one is a drop, I'm afraid, for Roberto Causa. Now Loiseau. He's going to get the disc back in the backfield. Fakes the around.
Wow.
Oh, the run-through block. Has the speed from Ricardo Serra.
Oh, there's an injury. Ricardo Serra, one of the earliest ultimate player of Bologna.
Looking fresh enough there at 53 years old, but might have done himself a little bit of mischief as he got the block.
Yeah, I think. Looks like he pulled something. It just looks like he's in pain, but it's still on his legs. There was a hit on the ribs.
Disc is going to stay with the Italians, though, after the block.
Yeah, the defense was pretty clean.
And another drop. This one goes right off the chest of Francesco Barto. Now Curet to Goliath. Will be a talismanic figure for the French, as he is for Leggett when he plays with club. Travel called, and he resets his feet. Now trying to run a give goal with Loiseau, maybe not, as the French still trying to work things through the backfield at the moment. Curet into the middle of the field. And yeah, after that earlier drop, making amends there. Love wearing the so-called rec specs. Big underneath there for Marco Bonzagni. And now Zoffoli wants to distribute deep. This is going to require a hell of a chase down for Berto, and he overthrows his target.
Yeah, there was some miscommunication when Zoffoli caught the disc. He waited a second and then hucked it, but the cutter was just coming back down. I think Berto was coming back down.
Yeah, Jean-Pierre Rabet was the closing defender, just trying to make sure that he could shut the door as well.
Here is entering here, trying to get the flow going.
Yeah, neither side has really been at their fluent best, I think, with the exception of Italy's offense on that very first point. Pick downfield. Nice loud communication, good use of hand signals. I guess you can teach some old dogs new tricks.
Yeah, I mean, the pick is the easiest and the most picked up hand signal, I think.
Yeah, I think that's also very true. Apart from, of course, goal. Everyone loves signaling goal.
Well, maybe it's because pick it's so similar to goal, then it's...
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm with you. I like your thinking, Chopper.
Not many people say that.
Yeah, I might take that back later. Cadet. I thought there was the little give-go there, potential for Cochet, but he goes back into the center. Goliath.
This was a missed opportunity for a big huck, but no.
Goliath still wants it. He's looking for Cesar Tesoro. No, you can tell that the home crowd liked that one, but they might not like this, as Zoffoli thinks he got it clean. Tesoro disagrees and calls the foul.
Well, looked clean, but we got to see it. Total clean.
The tip itself, I think, is clean enough. It'd just be a question about whether there's body contact, I think, as they're going up.
Yeah, but the Tesserod was not jumping, and Zoffoli was already in the air. So, and he wasn't changing direction during the jump, so I guess the jump was fair.
Call retracted, turnover
There's a
stands.
retracted call, okay. Wow, Zoffoli was already sending it back, but Tesserod started counting.
Yeah, this is why, if you're not sure, I don't hate calling the foul, especially in a situation like that, because you can always retract the call if you need to. And or was Calza the intended target? Doesn't matter because he got it. And that one, oh, the most beautiful dad backhand comes out from Bernier, and he finds Bonzagni on the run into the end zone. What a throw! 3-1 Italy.
Incredible, incredible, old school inside back and hook. Nice curve, very smooth. It was gliding across the air and just was a matter of inches just to put it in.
I guess that's what a 41-year playing career can do for you.
Wow.
To put that into perspective, he's been playing longer than people in the Grandmasters division have been alive.
It's crazy.
It's brilliant.
It's crazy.
I love it. 3-1 Italy lead here. Early timeout called by the French. We'll take a little bit of a break, and we'll see you for the continuation of this great Grandmasters Open final very shortly.
See you in a minute.
We live in a world where everything can be referenced online. Imagine if the greatest moments in our sport were never filmed. Eurodisc continues to do what it takes to make free-to-watch live streams a reality. Let's leave nothing to the imagination. We'll consume the action live, and we'll support those that help to make it happen. If it wasn't streamed, it didn't happen. Eurodisc.
What a grab! Oh my! Somehow they do it!
Live from Bologna, the great Grandmasters Open final here at the European Masters Ultimate Championships. A rematch between France and Italy. France won the first on Universe. This time Italy have an early lead. 3-1. Benji Reese alongside Choppo Santucci. Choppo, I think the Italians can be pretty happy with that start.
Yeah, and us Italians can be pretty happy with your trying to get the R, Italian R in from. Try it a bit from. Bologna. Yeah, we're happy with that.
Thank you.
With you learning that our accent, so.
I was going to say, what's the phrase when in Rome? Obviously, we're not in Rome, we're in Bologna, but you get the idea.
Yeah, obviously, you gotta get the R,
English is lacking a lot of rolled R's, in my opinion. 3-1, Italy with an early break, but two sides that certainly seem very evenly matched, as the Universe point game earlier in the tournament would indicate. That pool is gonna just about land in bounds and skim towards that front cone.
Nice. Ooh.
That one a bit low. Great red zone opportunity here for Italy. Bernier picks up, oh, he wants the jack on the blade, and why not? Nicola Boy makes it 4-1 Italy. You cannot be giving them that sort of field position and expect to not be punished.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, Bernier is applying the system or the philosophy, if you wish, of just picking up the disc if there's a turnover, and picking up the disc and fast break, if we can sum it up in one word. I
Yep.
mean, one break, because it's one pass into the end zone to the score. Look at this. He just goes there, nonchalant, picking up the flick.
Grip it and rip it.
Yeah, he almost picked it up with 2 fingers underneath it.
Trying to get it out as quickly as possible, and the French, you know, maybe just heads down a little bit. Makes sense that, hey, this is a good opportunity to strike while they're in transition, while they're switching from O to D, and they were caught napping slightly there by the Italians, who are looking to pin them in deep again with another excellent pull.
Yeah, 2 great pull in a row.
Not chased down maybe as speedily as it might once have been, but it still does put them in negative field position, and they've got everything clamped on, and they're still not beyond their own brick mark yet.
Yeah, and you also force them to make 1 pass more, so it's always helpful for the defense.
Never a bad thing.
How
French.
many first pass we saw
Yeah.
going to the ground?
The French here trying to piece their way through the Italian zone once more. The overheads, and while it's pretty still out here, obviously with the floodlights, you do get the dew begin to take effect, and it does make things a little bit more slippery. So that might just make you think twice about some of those more creative options.
So far, so good for France.
Yeah, working it calmly to midfield, and when you remember that they began on the sideline in their own end zone, they've showed remarkable composure.
Wow, we're now on 22 passes in this point. Let's see if the statistics help Italy or just go on in favor of France.
Yeah, they do look in command at the moment, the French. Just taking those little pops for a couple of yards. Doesn't matter that it's not exciting necessarily. It's getting the job done.
Yeah, beside the first cup, I think Italy is getting a bit of a breather in this point. Not too much movement. They played man defense so far, so this could also be a tactic to just take a breather with a zone and hope for the best.
Yeah, they do have more numbers than their opponents, as you might expect, obviously, with a home tournament. So maybe trying to utilize that to good effect here. Get some fresh bodies up front. Run those French handlers into the ground. Goliath. Which hand will he give it off with? Goes with the right in the end. Some throw and go, maybe.
Yeah,
Dust beginning to kick up a little bit.
but there's very little involvement from the cutter in this offense of this 2-3-man cup. Yeah, it's a very loose 3-man cup with the, yeah, you see the closest man to our sideline that's very wide.
Yeah, they're not really engaging the downfield at all, but it does leave the space there for Goliath to attack. He's just outside the end zone with the stall count ticking up, and somehow able to really jam it in the jam hole there at the front cone. It might have been the first time Cochet touched it all points, but that's all that matters because he made it stick for the score, and a 43 pass possession for the French. You've got to respect that patience.
Yeah, there was an awkward jump at the top corner, but everybody was fine with the result of the game, of the play, so I guess it was a point. Let's see if the toe-in was right. Yes, yes.
It's just the way he jumped out theatrically
Yeah,
afterwards.
it was looking like he wanted to jump out of bound instead of inbound.
Yeah, Cochet is certainly going to be a player to watch for the French there. Finished 5th in the Great Grandmasters division in the stat totals at the Masters Club Championships in Limerick last year with 25 goals and 5 assists, not that anyone was counting, and he was the joint stat leader for the French side coming into this game with 2 assists and 8 goals, and well, make that 9 for the tournament now.
So we got a tight match still, 4-2, already 20 minutes gone. What can I expect from this game? I mean, the previous Great Grandmaster finished 2-15, and so I guess this too could be finished 2-15, but so far not many stoppage, so the game is flowing pretty fluently, no many stops, not many calls, maybe a couple in the first few points, but now we're getting along.
Yeah, it feels it's got into its rhythm now after the opening exchanges.
Get up in space here.
Stellino being marked by Narayanan. Italy with the leading pass, watched all the way into the bucket there by Zoffoli.
Yeah, Zoffoli has been the big mind of this offense with Bernier so far.
Maybe a bit of congestion in the handler space. Goliar tries to apply the pressure, but Zoffoli gets there.
Wow.
And with the force out of position, uncorks the cross-field shot to Falan. He goes with his offhand to get it down the line. And then the roll curving backhand to the back corner for the Italian score. A nice clean hold there for the hosts. I think that's Alejandro Aragon with the score. Have you got better eyes than I have?
I think it's 77, guys. Doesn't look like Alejandro because
I think it's maybe 73 Stefano
yeah,
Zanardi.
Yeah, exactly. This was a close call because Serra didn't want to give the easy dump and they go over a pass, and every time you skip a pass, you're always gambling.
Look at that from Falan, the offhand, backhand throw in with consummate ease, and then blading from Calza.
For Zanardi.
Yeah, for Zanardi for the score. Both sides now trading clean holds. Italy got theirs a lot quicker than the French did, but they both count the same.
Benji, did you see the khaki hat guy inside the pitch?
Yep,
Do you want to know a fun fact?
I do.
Is the son of Calza.
Ah, interesting. So a bit of familial connection there.
Yeah, so the son is coaching the dad
You know
after
what?
all those years.
He put that in his player survey as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how fun can it be? I started playing when Roberto was coaching and playing with his sons and his daughter, and now he's still playing and his son is just coaching him. Amazing. What a ultimate family.
Love seeing it.
Shout out to Family Ultimate from Düsseldorf.
It is Düsseldorf.
My Brooklacker friends.
Yeah, there's so many more ultimate families creeping up now. It's so good to see. As French kind of creeping their way downfield here. Again, the Italians trying to make them work things slowly.
Yeah, I think the zone, if you can have good spacing, playing a zone in the Great Grandmaster is a very, very important advantage, because for zones you have to keep the disc going. And the quickness is not the priority here, more than the safeness of the pass. But here, they're,
They played that zone offense beautifully. Tesserol blades over the top, and Cochet's second goal in as many French offensive points, getting him going, is going to be key for the French if they are to win this one.
yeah, they just played perfectly, as we were saying. Quick passes, back and forth, give and goes, and then a wide pass into the bottom of the end zone. That's how you play.
Yeah, 5-3, France on top here. We're going to get a Italy on top, I should say, but the French with a little bit of a roly-poly there. Von Curet was a lovely possession, though. They didn't get bogged down as they maybe did a little bit on their previous O point, and then they had the space. They found a way to get it there with Tesoro curling it over the top to Cochet.
Nice kiss of the disc and a spike. Love to see that.
Hello to everyone watching, whether you're here in Italy, whether you're in France or from around the world. Welcome to ULTI.TV. We are live all weekend from EMUC, and all the games are free to watch on our YouTube channel. So like, subscribe, make sure you get notified whenever we go live this weekend. And we've still got 11 more games to stream after this one, with 7 tomorrow before finals day on Sunday. And you can watch all of our archive there on YouTube for free. But if you do want to kick a little something our way, patreon.com/ULTI.TV is how you can join us, as that ball lands just underneath the delicately pinned ULTI.TV banner on the far side, out of play for the brick next to the, you see the Oigum It's the European Ultimate Gender Equity Manual, kind of encouraging players to play in a more fair and equitable way. And you know, it does bear pointing out, it is the open division, of course, so
Exactly.
whatever gender you are, you can represent out there on the field. That one is
Wow.
zipped downfield, pinged it to Serra. Serra now to Stellino.
Stellino wanted to go for the end zone.
That one, ooh,
Oh
the
my goodness.
inside channel to Falan. What have you got, El Presidente? This time he just goes underneath to Serra.
I remember one El Presidente. It was Ronaldo in the 2002 World Cup. The real fenomeno.
The real Ronaldo. There is a stoppage.
Oh, there's a foul on the throw.
Yep, that is the signal. It's going to go back to Zanardi.
Yeah, I think there was a foul on the throw because the missed catch was also out of bounds. So Zanardi with the disc.
Everyone's just trying to get set back into position.
No, Serra with the disc, yeah.
Maybe on a previous throw. Potentially. Either way, it is going to stay in Italian possession with Serra. Serra whipping it into the end zone. On the run, Simone Zoffoli makes it 6-3.
Yeah, Serra, Oddi, Bernier, and Zoffoli are holding up this offense. The Presidente has been very, very solid so far with some tough back catch, with some miscued throws. So really, this Italian offense is holding up because of some great save and some great catch, and also some great Z. The zone that for sure Davide enforced into them in those 2 or 3 trainings that they had together helped them a lot. And here we can see the stat of Zoffoli that actually looked like he did more than just 1 goal and 1 assist.
Yeah, this is the thing. The stats, they don't tell the full story, because yes, a goal and assist is a good return from 6 offensive scores, but he's been very involved, doing more than just finishing the points.
Yeah, because you know, Ultimate is a kind of weird stat game because you don't have just 1 or 2 goals like in soccer, where you get 1 goal, you're already kind of a very good striker.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you don't get neither 30, 40 points like basketball, where you can say you can have a double-double or something like that. So we're in that gray area where you have to still understand what is a good stat line, other than Barzazzi's stat line in the semis of AUC this summer. A triple Barzazzi.
Just Barzazzi things.
But here we are, back at it.
Yeah, here's Simone Vogel. And that one, oh, I thought that was maybe catchable for Cochet, but either way, it hits the turf. Aragon picks up. Tight to the
call.
sideline, that is a lot of space,
Yeah,
and
that
it's
was a
because
pick.
Pirini has inadvertently created the pick.
So here's still okay, back in now. You know, fun fact about Stellino, he's a photographer. Actually, it's not Stellino, this is Alejandro, sorry, Aragon, Italian, Spanish, but yeah, he has 3 dogs, Sofia, Bernie, and Perla, so say hi to the dogs. We know that, you know that, guys, we're here in ULTI.TV, we love our dogs, we love your dogs, so if you ever bring one to the sideline, you'll know that your dog will have his 15 seconds of fame.
Also, people, bring your cats to the sideline, please. It's an accepted foul, so it stays with Pedini. Still counts getting high, and he throws right into the poach. Just had to get rid of it. Good reading of the play there from Vogel.
Yeah, got it back, right back after the missed throw. Boy.
Put Cotil under pressure. Now nice gainer downfield to Cochet. Cochet with the continuation tight on this sideline. Tessero blading it out into space, laid that one in front of De Martel. Popped back to Corret, and Corret to Cochet. The man was born to score goals.
Yep.
That's his third, and it's 4-6.
Yeah, the disc is full of his kiss now. Second goal, I think.
Third.
Third goal. Oh my God! I missed the first kiss.
Kissed the disc so much at one great grandmasters on the beach in Sardinia. I was calling him a disc kisser already.
There is a replay of that poached block. I mean, Vogel just sitting in that space, just knew instinctively what the Italians wanted and snatched it away dismissively. That was the deep throw that really opened things up, put it on a plate, really, for De Martel, and then stay focused, stay patient outside the end zone, and let the finisher, Cochet, do the job.
Yeah. Here we have France just setting up, I think, what it's a slow but steady comeback. They don't want to accelerate too much. They don't want to put too much effort into this comeback. So I think if you get 1 point now, 1 point a bit later in the first half, and maybe you get one break right before the half, the game is like 0-0 in the second. So, you know, in every ultimate game is never over, but especially in the Great Grandmaster, I would say.
A shorter pull. Zoffoli will pick up from the far sideline. Galliard will apply the mark. No, yes, he does indeed. Forcing into the center. Stellino.
So as I was saying to you before, Stellino is a photographer. Sorry, Benji, about that. I was just completing my last period.
Hopefully he's got some good snapshots to look back on if the Italians can take home the gold here. Stellino looking for the blade again. Oh, it is ripped down by Furlan. Having himself a game, his second goal, Italy within one of half.
I mean, the president, Audi, lives and breathes ultimate. So, I mean, he created the environment to allow athletes to make this play, and now he's doing it himself. So, I mean, what a Cinderella story.
There, he's got silver twice for his team, both at the World Beach Ultimate Championships back in 2011 and 4 years ago in Madrid. Is he finally going to go one better and take home the gold? If he can keep ripping down discs like that, he might well finally scale the summit. And this is, I think it's a trust throw from Stellino, a little bit.
Yeah, they play. This Italy team likes to play with a lot with this bladey overhead throw, almost indoor throws, and the weather allows them to do so.
I was going to say, we saw Oddi's stat line. I may not know everyone by face. That's not Oddi.
No, that's actually Capucci. Another ultimate family is the father of other two Capuccis that both played ultimate, and now Elisa Capucci and Chiara Capucci. People are gonna kill me if I miss the names, but I think I got them right. They play for Shouts. They just won the goal, so everybody know them.
Cotillo on the far sideline, squeezing it down that line into Cochet. Out of his hands to Curet.
Flubbery pass here.
Oh, and you can see maybe now that the extra bit of dew and moisture on that disc is making it slide through the hands. The Italians can get their third break of the game to take half here. Bernier.
The man is crazy. And indeed, crazy throw. Just give it back.
Vogel wants to get things in motion quickly. Centers and then gets back. Pumps the backhand. So the Italians look to get this zone defense set up once more.
I mean, this is a huge point. If Italy managed to score, to break this now, it's a huge gainer for them.
Yeah, the French will be in the second half on offense, but of course you want to make that deficit as small as possible, if not get the break train going here and take the Galaxy point.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the moment, they're just shuttling it backwards.
You know, if you can give 1 point less to your O-line, it's everything is gold.
Now, I guess really as an O-line, you only play once a game when you start on offense, and then you let the T do the work the whole game, but
Yeah.
never generally plays out like that. Coty floating one up there, defender might close in.
Wow.
Oh, he did get a hand to that, Bernier. And the
Bernier
timeout
made-
called
Yeah,
sagely by Alejandro Aragon.
yeah. Bernier made his centimeters in the count in that play because he actually just put himself out there to just, yeah. Also, sorry about that. He touched it right before French player could get to it. So great defense by Bernier. Timeout. We'll see you back in a bit.
Yeah,
I
can the
guess.
Italians break for half? We'll find out on the other side.
He's in a great spot. He's in a perfect spot. Yes, his massive head has blocked everything. That was a huge play, but we have seen none of it. Finney, he's done it.
There are so many reasons to outfit your team in Force beyond just looking the part of a champion. Force offers professional design services with their dedicated graphics team. All apparel is produced in France. Force works with a local labour team and their raw materials are sourced in Europe. Force insists on transparency with no hidden fees and international express shipping. Look the part and play the part with Force Sportswear. We are back in the Great Grandmasters final here at EMUC 2023. Italy with the 7-4 lead, and they've got the disc here coming off the timeout with the chance to break for half. Benjuris and Choppo Santucci. Choppo, you must be a pretty happy Italian on this sideline.
Yeah, actually I am. I was thinking, if we score this, we can say that we played a great first half. But
You've
not
got
a
to
great
close it
game.
out.
Yeah.
You've got to close it out.
Oh, I know him very well. I know very well about closing out games and not letting the other teams come back.
No comment.
Unfortunately. Jesus.
Sorry to
No, it's
stretch
fine.
over bad memories. So here we go. The French trying to stop the initial play off the timeout as it's floated into the centre. Quick hands from Bernier. They've got to play a wide open underneath, but he'd already turned and isolated the reset of Aragon.
Yeah, they wanted to play in the break side badly.
There's the deep shot from Bernier. The target is Rovoletto. Oh, there's bodying out underneath it. And it's brought down for the score by Tommaso Pedini. And that will break the Italians into half. What a way to do it as well. Bernier clearly trying to play with a little bit of pomp and swagger, and he pumped it deep. Was Pedini the initial target? I'm not sure. Did it matter? It did not, because he brought it down, and that is an 8-4 halftime lead.
I mean, is red hot. His hacks always go in, so why not gamble and just throw another one for this easy catch? Oh, there's a bit of a shoulder to shoulder there. Oof.
Yeah, and there's the other defender there as well, Cherished, but he can't get over in time, and that takes the Italians into half with an 8-4 halftime lead. Can they get their hands on the gold medal they crave, as we see Bernier's stat line, 3 assists, a block, and just a solitary turnover in the mix as well. We will see. The Great Grandmasters final here at EMUC, live and free on ULTI.TV.
See you.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our
our
work
work.
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the ultimate world and beyond.
Italy 8, France 4 is the half-time score at the Great Grandmasters final. As those are, I believe, the I didn't want to call them the baby,
yeah,
the
Capucci that we were talking
sisters.
about earlier, yeah.
Yep, cheering on their father Marco.
Yeah, pumping the father up for this game. We saw him before. It was caught by our cameras instead of Audi, but
Ultimate
all is well.
needs more fans carrying signs. That's my not so hot take. I love it when you see fans at sporting events. Less so the "Can I have your shirt?" but generally just kind of bringing out the banners, cheering on your team. I think Ultimate could do with a little bit of more of that.
Yeah, no. You can tell those teams that have fans and families along with them, they always go farther in tournaments. It's natural.
You need that kind of that oomph sometimes from the sideline to give you those second or third wins. Italy 8, France 4 is the half-time score. I'm Benji Rees. That is Giovanni Cioppo Santucci. And France will receive to begin the second half. They have dug themselves into a hole. Can they clamber their way out? We shall see the second half underway. The first pull zipped into the arms of Goliath.
Can they find the ladder?
This Italian zone, which has done a good job of just slowing down the French, frustrating them somewhat. They've had a lot of lateral passes. Maybe could have been a bit more aggressive in trying to take this down. That's a nice find through Mallet. His impact has been negligible, really, in this contest, and given that he was one of the stat leaders for the French going into this game, they need to get him ticking over a little bit more if they are to come back here.
Yeah, some spaces are opening up, Benji, now. You see Italy is not that closed as before.
When they move it with a bit more urgency, the French, it really is a boon to their offense.
Yeah, they're just swinging it back down, and now they stop again the rhythm, but this is a good throw.
The Blade de Goliath. I think he gave the signals like, make sure we've got that eye contact before we go. Narayan and out of his hands quickly. Again, there is certainly just a bit more tempo about the French offense as the Blade down the sideline from Coty finds his target. I think that is Mallet's first stat of the game, and it puts the French with a clean hole to open up this second half, but they still trail 5-8.
So here we are, and France just got their offense after the alpha. So I guess that's what I wanted, obviously, but also, you know, after a bad first half, coming back with the offense and scoring without too many problems and with good players. I mean, Italy put on the real D-line. You can see Serra, you can see Forlan in there. So they really wanted that break all over again at the first point of the second half.
The key for France, I think, here, Choppo, is something that you know all about, is generating those turns as the D-line and finding a way to power your way in, because no breaks in that first half for the French compared to 3 for Italy. So they need 4 in the second half if they are to win this, of course, having started the game on defense.
I mean, Italy had that kind of fast break, one pass offense after the turn, and that kind of helped them throughout all the first half.
But it's tricky to get those one-pass scores when the first pass takes your opponent to midfield.
Yeah.
Falan weighing up his options. Oh, he's going with the blade over the top. Somehow sneaks it past Goliard. And Zoffoli finishes into the end zone to Zanardi. That one maybe playing with fire a little bit. There was, I thought, maybe discussion about whether it was a travel as he was in the end zone, but quickly retracted, and the goal stands, and it's 9-5 Italy.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. I mean, again, Zoffoli and Forlan just finding themselves around the pitch and finding solution. This wasn't an easy throw.
No, I think Goliath can consider himself a little bit unfortunate to have not maybe got a piece of that. It's not a conventional throwing option, really, that blade tight to that far sideline when there's not a great deal of separation, but I just let him cook at the moment, given the way he's been playing, and Goliath is mighty close, but not close enough, and applies the finish to Zanardi for his second goal of the game.
I'll say this, the flick of Forlan wasn't intended for Zoffoli. When he threw, he was actually looking at Zanardi, so I guess he wanted to throw something inside out. Yeah, inside out, going to this way, because Zanardi was actually pretty free because he was poached, but, you know, lucky us.
You can see Zanardi there on this congested sideline because all the Bolognese have turned out to support their countrymen here.
Yeah, obviously, ultras attitude for us.
So the little bounce back into the hands of Loiseau.
Yeah, France can use more overhead for sure.
Chader. Just a little dish to Narayanen. Now Vogel on the far side. There isn't the timing of any continuation downfield.
Yeah.
But keen to keep it moving. Just resetting back into that handling core. Pumping one way, throwing the other.
So we have an assassin here, almost. Boy looking to get that man-to-man matchup when someone goes down onto the underlines. Oof. You
Gets
see?
A decent amount of contact for his troubles.
Yeah, he's not even looking at the disc when he's in this. He's not in his area. He's just looking for a man to cover.
Yeah, he's just roving around, looking for someone to pick up and pounce, but he doesn't need to, as it's a drop to give Italy possession. Things haven't gone France's way so far. Can the Italians capitalize as Bernier shows the hammer for a long time, and somehow Riccardo Serra just couldn't get it into his grasp.
Maybe it was better to just hack it downfield.
The French do not want to let that Italian zone get set up. But I think they're just about able to get themselves back into position before any real flow develops. Narayanen.
You see, they always have one or two passes with a nice flow, but then there's no continuation. Nice one now.
Narayanen again, not seeing the connectivity he wants downfield, but that's a nice find. Gonna gobble a couple of yards.
Italy's tired. Italy's tired. Oof. Boy, almost there.
And there is the blade. Well, that bladed very early there from Gouache. Not what he wanted.
Yeah. Too much wrist and not that much of a shoulder in that throw. Unlucky. Because the man was wide open in the open side. Even if it was a side. It was a force, sorry. Talking about force. Shout out to our stat designer and stat sponsor, Force Ultimate.
Yeah, the official outfitter of ULTI.TV. And a timeout called by Italy here. I think they maybe see the opportunity. We can play calm. We can get the break here, really escape into the distance, put ourselves 5 up, needing 5 more to finish. Can they do it? We'll find out when we return to this great Grandmasters Open final.
Wait. Isn't this for the other apparel? We've got like new stuff, right? Bring it, bring it in.
Feast your eyes on the new fan version of our iconic ULTI.TV sweatshirts. Great fan gear available for you. Check out our new range of colors and insist on staying warm and looking fresh. Shipping is available after EUCF. Get your fan gear and be one of us.
Here we are, Benji. Back here in Bologna for this EMUC Grandmaster Final.
And it's been a good one for the hosts, Chopper. 9-5, Italy with the lead here, looking to get their 4th break of the game, the first of the second half. They will have to work, I think, the entirety, or almost the entirety, of the central zone to do it. But they have shown the form in this game.
Oh, we have a fan watching it from North Carolina, actually. -8 hours, so it's a good day for you to watch this Grandmaster game. Rob?
I think even further in the past, North California.
North California, sorry. I misread it. When I see NC, I just think about UNC, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, so that, I mean, welcome to wherever you're watching this, whether you're 8-9 hours behind, 8-9 hours in front, we welcome you all the same. Bernier wanted the reset.
It was a foul call.
I was going to say, looks like there might be a call here, or it could be the turnout. Yeah, quickly accepted foul. I think that Gouache is going to make the point that not everyone was set and ready.
No, I guess that maybe there was also a foul on Serra receiving that disc. I think there was also a foul on Serra.
Does stay in Italian possession.
And now again, there's some contact between Stellino and his man, number 7 from France,
Loiseau.
Cyril Loiseau.
As now, there's the big flick.
Wow.
Not that big in the end, still within their own half. That is the pressure the French defense had been applying, but that certainly does give them a little bit of room to work with, and a slightly theatrical backwards roll there.
Wow.
From Stellino.
Things are getting heated here, guys. You can tell by the body language of some players. Stellino is mad right now.
I feel like he wants the big one. And he's saying, yeah, I think quite visibly that he's not happy with the physicality from Loiseau there on the mark.
Yeah, I mean, Stellino is shoving a bit with the disc, but at the same time, Loiseau, I don't think is respecting the distance every time. So let's see if they can keep things cool, they can communicate and extinguish the fire that is starting to burn. Like a bit of disclosure song when a fire starts to burn.
Saw the hand signal there for an accepted foul call.
Yeah, from 5, so it's from 5 and force 1, I think.
Checked in.
Stellino is looking at upline for too much time.
And my word, does he rip that one. Pedini's the target. He does catch it, but he is comfortably out of bounds by that point. It felt like that was coming, Choppo.
Yeah, Stellino didn't want to pass the disc to anybody who wasn't going to the end zone. We could tell it like 10 seconds ago. So now Italy, maybe it's a Akandi tactic, who knows?
Well, if you're going to turn it over, better to turn it over in the opponent's end zone than your own.
For sure.
The disc has got all the way back, though, so I assume the stall out happened and that he didn't get it off in time.
Oh, it's a stall out. Oh, my God. No. So they thought there was a stall out, but the disc went back.
Maybe it's just the disc going out of bounds a little bit earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Loiseau picks up for France. Trying to spread things across the field. Vogel trying to redirect the flow of traffic, cannot find a downfield option.
Oof.
Into the center.
Almost there, Stellino.
Beyond midfield now, trying to utilize some throw and go motion, pumping the backhand.
What?
Travel called.
Who called the travel?
I didn't see who called it, but the fact that he took a big step backwards, Loiseau, indicates that there must have been one.
So what was the...
Maybe on
no
that,
end signal, so guys, we're sorry for that, but...
maybe just on that quick disc movement down the far sideline. Narayanan.
France going up pretty easily now.
Yeah, Vogel just finds that little seam and threads it into the end zone. A bit of a marathon point, that one, but eventually Frédéric Mallet gets his second goal of the game to make it 6-9. Things nicely poised here, Chopo.
Yeah, maybe not that poised inside of the game. Some players, they're getting pretty heated, they're getting mad for some contact. I mean, there's been contact on the disc throughout the whole game from the first point on, and so I guess now players are getting tired of the contact, tired of the game. I mean, the effort is still here. Those guys are playing since yesterday and playing hard.
Yeah, the French got the free pass to the final by virtue of topping the group, whereas the Italians had to play that semi against the Germans. And you wonder maybe if, you know, it's tricky because sometimes getting the game off, you get the rest, it gets you fresh into it. But sometimes it's nice to have played that game because in a way it keeps your momentum going, it keeps you active, it keeps you ready to rock and roll when you make the next round. So the pool spins out of the far sideline.
Yeah, that's an aspect that we should talk about. I think the Italian pools have been way more effective. A lot of them are inbound, first of all, but also deep around the end zone line or even inside the end zone. So France needs to find some good pool to put them back into the bottom of the end zone or at least inside the pitch.
Yeah, if you can continually pin them with tricky field position, eventually feel it'll come back to roost.
There was a chance for an arc, but looks like Italy want to change a bit their style of play now.
Lovely throw to free up Berto on that far sideline. Now Bonzagni.
Now Bernier and Zoffoli directing this offense.
And Bernier has Bonzagni underneath, just getting it back into his hands now. Being the maestro conducting the Italian offensive system. This one over the top and brought down again by Furlan. Zoffoli and Furlan have played with each other for so long. They just knew that was going to work. 10-6 to Italy.
Yeah, the sideline, everybody fist up, cheering for the Presidente. That it's actually back in Italy for this tournament, because, you know, Furlan tends to both bounce back from Austria to Italy.
Yeah, I think he's mostly settled in Vienna, but of course, he's kind of still a proud Italian.
You never leave Italy, even when you leave it.
You can take the man out of Italy, but you can't take Italy out of the man, I guess.
Yeah, you can take the Presidente out of Italy, but you can take the Italy out of the Presidente.
And he has been presidential in his performance so far today. His third goal of the contest for the EUF president. And you spend any amount of time with him, you can tell he's just mad for Ultimate. He just loves it.
Yes.
And he's like, when he's playing, it's the same. He's always got a smile on his face.
First time I saw him playing was actually in 2009 in the Vienna tournament held in April. By
Vienna
Big
Spring
East.
Break?
Not that Vienna. I mean, maybe it was the name. I don't remember. It was the Big East tournament. It was in Vienna, and Audi was organizing it and playing it. I was just playing that with my school at the time. So it was 2010 or 9.
Long time ago.
Indeed. This zone is dreadful for the O line of France. Oh, nice. Finally.
That is a way to try and uncork. A little bit of champagne offense for the French, maybe the hammer to find those soft spots. Oof. That one, oh, the run through nearly got there from Aragon, but there's a player out of position now. Can they take advantage? Tessero, we know he likes that blade. He's trying to feather it in. A couple of players there, one nearly D'd the other for the French, but they made it work, and a hop skip and a delicate, dainty backwards hop into the end zone there from Olivier Chardier makes it 7-10.
Yeah, when you go over the first cup and you manage to not stop the flow, that's when you gotta sting the defense and try to get along with some nice give and goes and some quick throws that allows you to keep the advantage you got. Here, the second cup, Stellino missing the, and here you can see people calling out. They were calling out the names of the cutters because both of them were completely free under, and they needed to get this pass going for the fast score.
Yeah, even if at points it maybe got a bit dicey for the French, I think their offense needs that dynamism. Yeah. It needs them to try something a little bit different and have a bit more fun with it sometimes. I feel like a lot of the time teams, they see zoned and they feel like, okay, we need to be safe, we need to be sensible. And actually that does sometimes just sink you further into that quagmire, and you do sometimes need to just play your way out of it. Enjoy it a little bit more.
Totally agree with you, Benji. Here we can see that it's two different sides of the ultimate, like how defense are playing after the turnover or how offense are playing. Like Italy is playing very creatively, very impulsively. They had a couple of hucks out of bound or bad hucks, but they were hucks made out of impulse because I saw a guy running free and they wanted just to huck it.
This is going to be a high stall for Bernier. He's trying to put one towards the break side, and it works brilliantly. Serra going back to Bernier. Bernier just going to float this one out and around and watch all the way in. Zoffoli through the end zone. No, that was not the one.
It's not a foul. Nice spirit. Yeah, it was a too narrow gap to throw that inside. I thought for a second it was going to swing it with a nice bladey to Audi, but yeah, it was too late.
Here's a chance for the French to get their first break of the game and really make this one a contest. Cochet dumps back to Goliath. Goliath to Cotil. Now it feels like the French are going things a little bit quicker, but that is not going to help as it zips through Cochet's grasp.
Yeah, both teams are very tight. You could see that the Italy zone was just a diversive to stop the flow, but they were actually marking anyone, if not the guy on the disc. So now the whole field back to for Italy. You need to climb it back to the end zone. There's a violation. Still in 3.
That feels like another clear violation to me.
Yeah.
Given that they were streaking underneath and nobody else seemed to be doing anything.
Let's see. I think Bernier in this point has actually a big mismatch, height mismatch. They should try to play on it.
Oh, enough pressure applied from Goliath, and Falan has it weasel his way through his clutches. Curet, that one a little bit offline and trying to pinch a few yards as well on the D. Now the low flat rip on a rope. Zanardi just shy of the end zone, waiting for some support. Falan provides. Shows and shelves the over the top for now. Going for the break backhand down the sideline, and he fits it into the narrowest of windows to Marco Bonzagni. Italy with the 11-7 lead.
Marco Bonzagni with the point. Great point by Italy. This was made with effort, with grit, with sweat. They just went there and get it with this forward pass that we were talking about so much.
Yeah, sometimes you back yourself a little bit there. Smuggled a few yards away with just tipping that disc forward on the D, and then instantly ripped it. Zanardi had that synergy, that chemistry to know that it was coming. It was flat and it was zippy. And when you play things slowly, that's always going to draw defenders in. But when you're going quickly with the quick pickup, they're not selling, they're not in position.
Yeah, exactly. And you see sometimes Italy plays in a stubborn way because players keep the disc until stolen 7, 8, but they just chuck it down the field anyway because they're so eager to get that point fast. They want to close this game. They got the advantage. They got the breaks. Now they just want to close it out.
Yeah, 4 points in front with 4 to win. You're always in a good position when your opponent has to more than double you up to win.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see if this zone pays back also this time, or if France is changing the way on how to attack this offense. Oh, and the disc is down.
That's not going to help. I want to see them attacking the pool, getting it moving quickly, not letting the Italian defense set. But that certainly will not help because Narayanan was wide open and Loiza could only throw into dirt. They're looking to strike back. That is not going to happen because Vincent Gouache emphatically denies it and smacks it out of that far sideline. And when Stelino released it, he shook his hand in frustration because he knew he did not get that one out right.
Yeah, Stelino wants really bad to leave a mark on this game. So I think it's looking a bit too much forward and not swinging the disc that much. That was the difference between France and Italy at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, you need to find that balance between, yes, playing aggressively, but also not getting too far ahead of yourself and just taking things that are available sometimes. It's a tricky tightrope to toe.
Nobody's counting. Defense need to set back. There's for sure a problem in the first cup now. They're not communicating. Stelino's in the first cup, but it's not keeping the distance.
A beautiful thread through there by Narayanan. Such an influential figure in Indian Ultimate. And now he's strutting his stuff out there for the French as well.
Here's the hot zone for France. Is where most of the turnovers happened.
Narayanan just with a little leading pass there to Vogel. Everything congealing in that front corner. Can they get it off? Oh, it's through! And, well, just how they drew it up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure Mallet minds.
Yeah, another hat celebration for another point for France. And it's 11-8. They went very close to get the 12-7, but it's still a 4-point deficit if Italy score this. We're gonna see who comes out with the goal in the last 12 minutes of this game. I hope it's Italy.
I hope we get a good game. You see there, Narayanan's just throwing it in front of Vogel so that she can get it attacking towards the end zone. But it's funny how often this happens, even with players experienced as these, that everyone all of a sudden has that primal urge to attack the front cone, and everything just converges together, and somehow Vogel, by hook or by crook, threads it through, and Mallet gets his third goal of this final. We said that France would have to get him going a little bit more since the interval, and with 3 of France's 4 goals since then, they certainly have done that.
That's exactly not what you want to give to Italy. I mean, almost every time they started from the brick, they got a pretty easy offense.
Given the number of pulls that have gone out of that far sideline, I'd be pulling it a little bit closer to this sideline.
Yeah, or at least try to warm up some flatter pull, some more inside pull.
Or maybe change things up completely. Say, it's fine if it goes out the sideline, but we'll go for a roller so that at the very least it's difficult for them to field and we can get everyone into position.
No pivot back and for Zoffoli.
Serra catching the underneath.
Wow.
Now he's trying to get up line,
nice
rising stall. They do find Zanardi. Zanardi out. Has to be a chase down, but Calza gets there. And now Bernier. Does feel like there's good spacing here as the offhand finds Falan, defender out of position, pops it central to Serra. Bernier just collecting that little pop backwards. That's all it needed to be to reset the stall. Underneath it now to Zoffoli. Zoffoli with the low punch in towards the end zone. And in the end zone is Marco Bonzagni. Italy within 3 now, 12-8.
Amazing, amazing. I'm I'm containing my happiness now. I'm happy to see there's a travel call. I'm happy to see
You're
travel
happy
calls.
to see that there's a travel call. Said no one ever.
I'm very happy to see there's a travel calls.
I think they're saying that, Goliath is saying that maybe Zoffoli was going for a little bit of a foot drag there, trying to create the space to zip that inside through.
Yes, some cha-cha slide.
So having had that high of scoring, duly removed, can they calm themselves or will they go for the jack? They do. Won the high stall count, had to do something. That was not the one, and Tessero greedily gobbles it up.
Now back again, all the field for France.
Still, they've yet to break the Italians. Now would be a wonderful time to do so for the first time all game. Tessero into the center to Cochet. Cochet, he sees Tessero in space. Down the line. Will they get it off? Tessero is still poached, so just run it through him while you can.
Yeah, now they're getting paired up again.
Cochet throws it into the poach of Furlan. A foul called maybe on the throw. Contact from the force, Cochet is saying. The Italian sideline, unsurprisingly, not too best pleased with the call.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. There's no hand signal, so we don't know what's the call, but it looks like there's a contact on the off hand, on the off arm.
I'm also going to point out that no crowd has ever been happy with a foul call, regardless of how valid it is. I've seen people fully cleaned out and then the crowd boo. So when the foul's called, so yeah, take it with a pinch of salt. Have a look at it for yourself, see what you think at home. I'll be honest, I'm not seeing it from that angle. I think Furlan got the poach block and read that one clean enough, and Cochet retracts the call, turnover stands.
Some silent claps.
I think, at least on first viewing to me, that seems like a fair enough result. At the very least, the players on field were happy enough as just in front of the outstretched Corti Bonzagni brings it in.
For sure, Bernier now wants to send it. I'm pretty sure. Everyone looks like they want to send it.
Hey, just keep calling Furlan's number, putting a bit of air underneath it. I don't think he's quite going to be able to milk that one all the way into the end zone, but they will get the little pop in, will they?
Yeah, okay. I think here there's a bit of a gap in between the old and the new rules, maybe, because looks like he's saying he wasn't in the right spot. Yeah, you see, but now to all of us, to all of our fans that are watching, you need to remember that you have to go to the closest point on the line, not the point where you cross the line in the end zone. So actually looked like it was pretty fair. It depends if maybe the pivot foot wasn't on the line, was already inside the end zone.
You can see him try and milk it, but as it's going over his head, he thinks, no, I better get into position.
It looks totally fair. To me, it looks totally fair.
Unless he's saying that the pivot foot is not outside the end zone, of course, and he's put it kind of on the line or in the end zone. Either way, it is going to still be the Italian disc. Can they find the goal-scoring opportunity? Oh, the loss of the footing from Bonzagni. This point just will not go in for the Italians.
Yeah, I mean, for both teams, looks like it's a cursed point. And if it goes this way, I mean, it's 5 minutes to the end. So
I don't think this is going to 15.
Yeah, this point actually prevented this game to go to 15. It could have gone to 15, but this point it's madness.
No, this is Frisbee. That one, the run through from Ricardo Serra. No doubt about that one, the push pass to get the dump. Back to Calza into a congested area. Zoffoli.
Zoffoli checked if there was a contact.
No call. Golia picks up.
Players are tired.
This
Simple
one,
things will do the
yeah,
point.
really zipped that flick towards this near side. Tessero. Now Coty. Zipping it into the center. Cochet not quite in the end zone. Doesn't want to throw the assist. He'll go backwards and he'll let Cotil take the acclaim and the applause. The little short pop into the end zone.
Yeah, this point will be a toll on both teams and maybe more in France because they're now a short compared to Italy. Who knows?
And that is the first French break of this game.
Yeah, Serra popped that upline pass to Zoffoli, too soft. I mean, Serra is very tired. He took a hit on the ribs in the first half and he's paying through the pain. So, through the tiredness and through the pain. So now we can see the effect of a long point and of a long day of games on these two teams.
And if you're France, you just got your first break of the game. Send the same 7 out there.
Why not?
Maybe not after a point that had 7 turnovers total in it.
Well, some of them are still up there.
I think it's down to really the knuckle end of the game now, and you have to put your best 7 out there as much as you can. And I think actually maybe keen to give those folks a rest out there. We are going to see the timeout with time ticking away in this game. Just over 3 minutes until the cap comes on. France or Italy, who will triumph in this great Grandmasters Open final?
Who knows?
Have you seen our VO streams? Do you know that VO cameras are built for more tactical team sport analysis? The inbuilt tracking technology allows you to see the game in finer detail. That's why teams are already using it, and ULTI.TV and EUF are teaming up to help you join VO. Contact EUF administration to get more details.
France 9, Italy 11. The Italians built themselves an early lead. They were 4 points up at half, but the French have just got their first break. They only trail by 2 now. Can they find the comeback? Benji Rees and Chopo Santucci here with you to find out. The nerves, the tension just beginning to continue. How can you begin to continue? Either way, it's ratcheting up here in Bologna at the European Masters Ultimate Championships. 4 goals now in this second half for Frédéric Mallet. Is he the man who is going to power the French comeback? We shall see.
Ciao a tutti, siamo tornati dopo il timeout. And after this bit of Italian, we're back.
Si, Chopo.
With a nice inbound pull.
Yeah, it's a little
short.
bit of a roller as well, so it's not necessarily going to pin them in deep, but at least the defense got a chance to set quickly, and they're going with a zone here, and I like this because you just want to disrupt the Italian rhythm. That one is floated, and it's tipped round the corner and over the bar by Bernier. He shrugs like, what do you expect me to do with that one? The French fans on the sidelines enjoy that. Golia to pick up, marked by Furlan. I'm sure we'll try and trap them on this line. Can he do that? Golia down the line into space to Narayanan. Not far away from the end zone now. Oh, I thought he was going to go for it, Shader, but he keeps it in his pocket for now. Back into the holster. They've got the poacher on the far side. And they find that release valve. Curet.
Oh, it's going backward.
Yeah, this is good defense from the Italians, but they found that little pocket of space. I think that's the end of game whistle as Narayanan into the end zone has his target. Who else but that goal scorer supreme, Frédéric Mallet, his 5th of the contest, and France are just the one behind. Just got some confirmation that it is game to 12. Italy
12,
one
yes.
away from the win. France with a break here could bring us on to Universe.
Yeah, no, here we've seen France just slowly but steadily getting their flow going with the nice inside break that opened the space for these 2 quick passes into the open side. But Italy needs to go back to his original flow. Let's see if France will play another zone now.
It is the first time all game that either side has been able to string more than 2 points together in a row. What a time for the French as Manix Narayanan finds Mallet to bring them within 1. Game to 12 here, if you missed it. So Italy with a hold will be crowned champions. France with a break will send us to sudden death.
Wow, guys, this is what we're here for. This is why we comment this game for you, to keep you glued to the screen on this almost universe point game. Let's see.
Obviously, I have no rooting interest, but how much I would love a multiverse point in our first final of the weekend. Italy will try their darndest to send the home crowd home in raptures. Down the line to Falan. Oh, it baited the defender in. Now there's space in behind.
Patient, guys. Pazienza.
Oh, what a block that is! Narayanan just exploded upwards. Check out that athleticism on that vert. Now they're threading it, feeding him, letting him cook.
Zoffoli wants it back. Zoffoli wants to make the D.
Going backwards. Gouache. A stoppage. Pick potentially. Taking the free swing to Goliath. Now curving that backhand, rolling it around. Shader. Narayanan. Ooh, defender shaken the wrong way, but Narayanan had already turned to look into the backfield and now just whips it into his clutches with the left hand, blading over the top into the end zone. He finds the target. Another goal for Mallet. That is his 6th, and that is universe point for the championship. The multiverse point. Here we go, people. How could it have ended any other way? The first one went to universe. So will this one. 11-11, game to 12. This is why you tune into ULTI.TV. What a comeback.
Sorry,
they
guys.
were 7-11 down, 4 in a row, 11s in a game to 12. What a game, Chopo.
Yeah, it took some second off to shout something to my boys. I mean, they were in control. But I mean, kudos to France. They managed to chisel away up there until the universe point that we're now witnessing in a few seconds.
Can France break on universe to break Italian hearts? Or will the hosts claim that gold medal? There is the man who has assisted the last 2 points, and he got it black with that sick leap as well.
First block.
Yeah, Manikam Narayanan. He's represented his home nation of India in the past, from Chennai. He's played for Courier Island as well. He was actually the flag bearer for India at the World Ultimate and Guts Championships in London in 2016, and giving back by helping to work for some non-profits using Ultimate Frisbee in the community as well. But while he's achieved a lot in the game, I'm sure another gold medal wouldn't go amiss.
Oh, nice pull now. Bernier tripping up on the disc.
We did say if they could start pulling it in, it would help, and that one zips through the legs, but Italy trying to get their offense in motion. The French are going back to that zone.
The silent is going crazy.
I love it. I love Ultimate with an atmosphere, Chopo.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Everyone feeds off it on the sideline, and I'm sure they feed off it on the field as well. Oh, that is a brilliant throw, threading the window through to Furlan. Furlan just, again, they don't want to get too far ahead of themselves. If it just works them and pass after pass down into the end zone, they don't mind.
Sorry, guys, I'm getting completely drawn into the game.
It's so easy to do, isn't it?
I can't even speak right now. I mean, Italy, we want it so bad.
The crowd here entirely enraptured. Serra, just about through. Narayanan saw his opportunity to pounce, but it wasn't there. Now they're swinging across Bernier. Back to Zoffoli.
Going to the side, yes, that's how we like it. Following that flow.
Stellino squeezes it. There was scarcely a window, but he found it into the end zone. It's Italy. It's gold in the Great Grandmasters Open Division. The comeback for France nearly came all the way, but the Italians held firm in the end. And Riccardo Serra catches the winning score, and Italy are your Great Grandmasters champions.
Yes, Benji, I can't wait to go around there and hear something. Let's call someone here so we can interview him in Italian. So, Benji, here we are. It's crazy. I mean, what about an ending for this game?
Way for the Italians to make it dramatic. Hearts in mouths all over the fields here in Bologna. But after you've just conceded 4 on the spin, to calmly work it all the way down to win on Universe, that is absolute nails.
Well, I think that France should be happy.
100%. For so long, it just seemed like Italy were not going to cruise their way to victory, but they were comfortable in this contest. And the mental fortitude to find the comeback from France deserves a huge amount of credit. But we did say it's tough to beat the same team twice, and so the Italians have proved. Chopo is going to selflessly vacate himself of that headset, and we are delighted to welcome in the EUF president, gold medal winner Andrea Odi Furlan. Odi, you must be pretty pleased.
Yeah, I'm so pleased. Finally, I make an interview not only as president but also as player. Yeah, it was a great game. France came back. We knew that we could keep our head cool in the final point. It's always nice to finish the final in the universe. Thank you, Italy. Thank you, France.
I mean, how do you've just conceded 4 in a row. How do you keep that calmness on Universe?
Experience. That's something that the great grandmasters have.
That in spades, that's true. I mean, you played earlier in the weekend, and it went to Universe there. So obviously you knew coming into this you were in for a tough game.
Yeah, sure. We knew how they play. In the first game, they didn't put us on. They used just also maybe a little bit more their legs. We were much more tired than in this game, and we could take a lead quite early, and that was what we could administrate actually till the last 10 minutes, and then we got a little bit tired, and they played clever. But that's fine.
What does it mean for you to win this gold medal, representing your home nation of Italy here in Bologna as well?
First of all, I'm so happy that we have the Great Grandmaster division in this
100%.
tournament. It's the first time ever that this division is there. We did want to have it just 3 teams, but you have seen there actually a lot of good actions and a lot of passion. And yeah, of course, as an Italian, winning at home. My family is here, my relatives are from Bologna. It's really fantastic, and also my family at home. Ciao.
We'll let you get back into the Spirit Circle, Ollie. Thank you so
Yes.
much for joining us.
Thank
Congratulations again.
Italia!
Understandably very pleased. El Presidente Andrea Odi Falan. Get in that Spirit
Grazie e
Circle.
ciao.
Grazie. Odi.
Ciao Odi, complimenti, bravi.
Jobbo, your smile is about as wide. I
Yes.
mean, what a game. What a final here.
Yes, I mean, people tend to think that the only real division are women, mixed and open, but master, grandmaster, great grandmaster are just giving up us so many emotion. And you know, Benji, I'm Italian. We're in my city, in our city, in the city of Ultimate. So I was very, very happy for them that they could get this dream. I mean, when you have your life going on and you already hang the cleats to the nail, to the wall, it's tough to go back, to have the effort to go back and say, okay, I'm gonna put back the cleat, bruise my knees again, my elbows, sweat, and wake up with a back pain just to arrive at this point. And luckily, they close it in a more spectacular way.
And it takes two to tango. Fair play to France for a brilliant final.
definitely.
There are the match stats powered by our friends at 4 Sports, where you saw there 3 breaks aside how even that game was, with all 3 French breaks coming to take us to universe. But Italy had it in the end. It was a phenomenal stonking game for our first final of the weekend, and by the way, we've still got 5 more of those to come. A full day of games tomorrow, 7 on the dock for you before 4 finals on the Sunday. What a bumper weekend of Ultimate we have continuing for you here at EMUC, the European Masters Ultimate Championship. If that is something that you want to be a part of, why? You can watch it live and free here on ULTI.TV on our YouTube channel, and you're there already, so you may as well like and subscribe. Make sure you get notified whenever you go live, and you can trawl your way through our full archive season after season. All of that is free on our YouTube channel, and if you want to support that, and I think it is something worth supporting from a slightly biased perspective, of course, but even if I wasn't, there's so much good Ultimate to watch that patreon.com/ULTITV is your way of giving back to us, so we can give as much Ultimate as we can to you and everyone at home. On behalf of our brilliant ULTI.TV crew, the one and only Giovanni Choppo Santucci alongside me,
guys.
Benji Reese. The story here is 12-11, Italy, the champions in the Great Grandmasters Open Division, and we will see you on the other side for more EMUC.
See ya.
I am high up in the sky, reaching out.
trying to impress me, pulling out all the stops, making my head dizzy when you tell me what you want. I just wanted you to see me, never thought you'd notice. Thought that you should know I'm already sold, so never let me go. You had me at a la 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 la. I can see you trying, finding ways inside my head. Lost and out of focus, I can hear a word you say. Cause I don't care about your game, I just wanted you to see me. Thought that you should know I'm already sold, so never let me go. You had me at a la 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 la. Stop talking, I don't care. With you, my mind is clear. La 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 la. Have me at hello. La 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 la. Have me at hello. La 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 la. Have me at hello.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, ultimate.
ULTI.TV.